Hey guys, welcome back to Wreck-It Rob's RC. Got another unboxing today. What could it be? Another Warbird? Jet? Let's find out. Alright guys, so what we actually have here is a GlobalJet.Club Aerojet Sparrow in a Air Force Thunderbird color scheme. So got the box open, start taking a look at it and see what we got. Eat my knife. Let's take a look. So, another addition to the fleet. Got a lot of work going on now. I'm still putting together the P47 Phoenix RC. Just got a lot of projects going on, but figured why not another, right? So, just got it today, so we'll see what we have here. It is a plug and play. Looks like we got the canopy in one piece. Paint looks great. Nice clear coat. So the interesting stuff I'll bring over, let you guys see it, but you know, the simple stuff, no reason. This looks like potentially the tail section. Going to put a King Tech 140 G2 in here. Already had it, so it is the recommended. I guess these things can actually go up to 160s. I probably wouldn't fly it that hard, so I think the 140 will be a perfect addition for me. All right, get the tail section here. Here, oh no, excuse me, the nose. Servos installed, electric gear installed. It's got a front nose gear, nose door servo. So pretty nice. Here's something rattling in there. Let me, just the servo leads, I hope. Servo actuated nose door, servos installed for the steering. I'll be going through everything, obviously, to make sure it's all good. Actually got your shutoff valve already mounted. I don't know if that's for the smoke or the fuel, but that's pretty awesome to, you know, have some of that stuff already installed for you. Paint looks good. Door looks nice and flush, really nicely done. So, looks like this tray is removable to get underneath it. Battery tray up front with slots for your Velcro. So far, so good. Obviously, we could see what the canopy would look like. Nice fit, slides back and locks. It's actually a nice feature. Fit is good. See what else we got. So it's actually got a black aluminum wing tube. That is definitely not carbon. Very heavy duty. See if I can get this wing out. Everything's boxed in here pretty well. Plenty of foam. It actually had wood braces in it. Probably can't see it, but I'm tell me about it anyway. All right, I'm going to have to get these braces out, so I'm going to stop the video here and continue as soon as I get the wooden support from the shipping carton done. All right, got the bracing done. Looks like the wings are going to come out next. Let's see what we got here. Again, everything looks wrapped really well for shipping. So, yep, this being a plug and play, I imagine I get this together pretty quick. Pretty much have everything for it. Have some other projects that were not finished or moved on from that I'll probably use some of the receiver, batteries, things like that. Anytime you get a plug and play, especially a composite jet, make sure you go through everything and Loctite all your gear, and probably after I get this opened up, take a good look at it. I might make a video too of the setup. Again, it's nothing complicated. It's not like the Havoc or anything like that where you're trying to figure out how you want everything. This is pretty much done for you. So, there's the wing, all in one piece. Looking very nice. Everything's installed. I'll even show you these connections. This is pretty sweet. So remember guys, this is a plug and play kit. So you got JP gear all mounted. Servos installed. Again, I'll go in there, make sure everything is good. Paint looks phenomenal. Quick disconnect for the wings into the fuse. It's always a nice touch on a plug and play. So, and then it's got lights installed as well. Nicely flushly mounted. Nice job. So once I get hooked up and working, we'll take a look at that. But construction does feel strong. So again, good job with the shipping, taping the flaps, making sure you're not getting any damage. But looking good so far. Gonna run out of room here again, aren't I? So we'll just leave this here, gently put this down, and we'll work around it. Obviously, there's probably not going to be much to this unboxing. We've got the forward fuse, the rear fuse, canopy, wings, horizontal, vertical stabs. It's probably all in the box, but we'll see what's in there. Of course, that's stuck in there, so let's get my knife. Whatever the heck I did with it. Behind me, duh. So this will be the other wing. You know, sometimes it takes me forever to get rid of these boxes and all this foam and stuff, and I recently got rid of everything I had in here. Now I'm just adding more to it. So always fun trying to get rid of this stuff. Obviously, I always keep a little bit. Always good to have for fuel tanks, and especially on the thumpers on the warbirds. Tend to use a little more foam on those. You know, obviously the jets, the turbines run much smoother, so typically you don't need to do a ton of insulating. But, let's see what we got here. Apparently this, like I said, came with lights, servos, everything. Also smoke. So I'm curious to see when we get the rear fuse open, where the smoke tank is, and or maybe it was just included. We'll take a look. Lots and lots of padding. Better have too much and not enough, that's for sure. So. Oh, come on. Here she comes. Pretty much identical wing. Everything looks nice. No damage, which is always very positive. Live hinging, always nice to see. Lights would be really nice. Again, install, so looking pretty sweet. All right, so here's some bag of goodies. Don't know exactly what everything is, but CG mounts. I really love when manufacturers include these, make CG in your plane. Of course, I have the X-Koi balancer, but this just makes it simple. This is not a complicated jet by any means. There's the smoke pump. So it wasn't installed, but included. Looks like a Swiwin brushless motor. So we'll see how that's operated and whatnot. And then some hardware. Looks like some additional maybe nose pin. That would be sweet if that's included, getting additional nose pin. It may not even be that, but that's what it sure looks like. So. Looks like we're on the fuse. I'm going to actually go ahead and move these wings so I can get this set up. Definitely running out of room, but we'll make it work. Put it down very gently. Awesome. Get rid of this. All right, let's see what we got here. Did see one of these fly actually at Jets over Thornburg that I attended not last weekend, the weekend before. I already had it on order prior to that, but felt good about seeing it fly. And, you know, so at least we know it flies, so if it crashes, it's my fault, because we've seen it fly. All right. The servos are GDW. They are a Chinese servo, high voltage, high torque. I'll look up the specs on one of the next videos or something. I'll do kind of like a review on them or just check them out. So. Alrighty, multiple layers here. I am interested in seeing the landing gear control module. I'll tell you, really like that Thunderbird scheme. My stand is going to be, I think, too wide. Let me give it a shot here. stand may be too wide. Yeah. What I'll do is just flip it on the side for now. Put it on there we go. All right, so doesn't appear to be any damage. Paint looks great, clear coated. Let's see, you got your light controller, your brake controller, and your retract controller in here. And you have your fuel tank and your smoke tank as well. And I'll grab the camera here in a minute and kind of go through all this with you guys, but you know, kind of just checking it all out. Let's see here. So it does include the smoke tube, not installed, not a big deal. I will install it, but it is in there, the actual smoke tube going into the exhaust. Again, I'll show you once I get my camera down. Everything's labeled, extensions are labeled. Pretty impressive for a plug and play, I gotta say. I mean, to get a composite jet in plug and play, you know, I just think it's pretty cool. You know, I do really enjoy assembling composite ARFs, but I figured I would give this a shot. So we'll see how it all goes. Pipes installed, you got T-fittings for fuel, obviously a plug for your fuel line fill, little things like that. But a couple nice things I want to show you guys, and I'll grab the camera here. Hopefully I don't screw this up. All right. I'd like to turn this around. No one wants to look at me. All right, so here's the rear fuse unboxed. Pretty nice connectors here. Not overly complicated. Does have the skin on it. Heat shrink, that's a nice touch. So the paint's pretty nice, glistening. Pipes installed. LED afterburner. Here's all your extensions run for the rear section. Looks like 22 gauge wire. Of course, I would hopefully hope it would be that. Tail looks like it slips on pretty simple. Slides in, and then obviously bolting in the back. And that reminds me, I have to go find the stabs, but we'll go through the fuse first. So there's your fuel tank. I really like the fact that it's already mounted. I appreciate that. You know, maybe some cleaning up of the wires, but again, can be in the air pretty quick with what you have. Here you see the actual fuel hose. Just needs to be routed down the thrust pipe. Not a big deal. Thrust tube mounted really well, 4 screws. And here's the front section. So here we have the light controller, the retract controller, and the brake controller. From what I understand, these have anti-lock brakes, differential, things of that nature, and then a smoke tank, and then your fuel tank. Again, everything already plumbed. Everything will come out of this. I do check everything, but so far it's, I think a 140 is going to be plenty of power for this puppy. I really do. Now, let's see if I can get the stabs out. All right, now I'm gonna pull out the horizontal stab. I think actually appears to be one piece, which I didn't expect, but there's nothing wrong with that. We just don't see that a lot anymore. What enticed me about this jet too is the size. You know, having the Havoc, that's a pretty large jet. Toting that thing around, this thing is definitely much more transportation friendly, so to speak. So you try to find those jets that you know, you take to the field more often because you know you don't look to make excuses not to take it to the field. So I'm hoping this becomes a little bit of that for me, but we will see. Can't wait to clean all this up. I'm real excited for that. I don't know if you guys are like me, but it's hard to kind of even work sometimes. Like the floor's covered over here and can't even walk through. And so as soon as I'm done unboxing this, I gotta clean it up, otherwise I'll lose my mind. And like I said, as I start to digest and how the setup's gonna go and where the receiver's gonna go and ECU and like I mentioned in the past, I definitely procrastinate on that stuff. I think about it 100 times before I actually make an effort to actually do something. So, but you know, try to get some video. I wouldn't expect too many videos on this, being that it's plug and play. Hopefully get some assembly and get right into taxi testing, and then you know, fly it. So we will see. All right, this is getting ridiculous. Come on. Man. Oh, all right, seeing some color now, finally. I don't want to rip this stuff open. All right, so we got a one-piece horizontal stab. Paintwork again, really nice. I always like the Thunderbird scheme. So here we can get actually get a shot of the servos that are in it, and you can see how they lay everything up from the factory. Again, not super, you know, exceptional time-consuming work here. They did a clean install. I will absolutely say that. But you know, I'll go through it, make sure everything's good. Got your metal arms on the servos. So these are GDW DS830MG. So I'll pull the specs on those. I know Banggood actually sells those. So I'm gonna, you know, I'll let you know what the specs are on those. Again, everything labeled, kind of nice. This will definitely be easy for transport. I mean, just being a one-piece stab is always nice. All right. I believe this is it. Again. I would like to say, dealing with GlobalJet.Club, the customer service actually was pretty exceptional. Great communication, friendly. You know, I haven't met too many people in the jet industry that aren't that way, but you know, I think there was some definite preconceived notions about banana hobby in the past. Just things that, you know, I've even heard and this and that, but again, all new owners from what I understand, all working together. So great communication, very friendly, saying hi. So I like that. That means a lot to me. All right, so this should be the vertical stab, AKA rudder. And then I will stop boring you guys. All right, tape moved, but we're in good shape. Nothing got broken. Paint looks fantastic. Obviously your bars, excuse me, the Thunderbird signature tail with the stars. So, like I said, paint's great. Really looks good. Same servo for the rudder. So again, look at those specs. Wires run pretty nicely done. So, all right, well, that's the unboxing of the GlobalJet.Club Aerojet Sparrow in the Thunderbird scheme. They don't offer this scheme as, one of their, in-stock models, so to speak. But this was custom ordered. Fortunately, I got it, and we'll get it together. And I'll make another video, basically, going through everything, how their install was, cleaning things up. But so far, I'll say I am absolutely satisfied with the job they've done. But once we get it together, the fit and finish, wings, stabs, and get the receiver in it, batteries. I understand that these typically need some nose weight, so I might try to do that with batteries. We'll see. But yep, more videos to come soon, guys. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. Don't. It's all good. I do this because I just really enjoy it. God bless you guys. Stay safe.